See, we still have novice conversations in boxing. That's why, man, I'm the wrong person. I don't know if people know I'm the wrong person to be bringing up any of these American boxers up to. I don't know why people think they know American boxers more than me. I don't even know why that's even a discussion. I don't even know why that's even a discussion. I think at this point, anybody doing that is just it's trolling at this point. Because I'm gonna show y'all why. So we got Charlo trying to fight Madrimov. So he's trying to fight Madrimov. The same guy Crawford trying to fight. But he ain't trying to fight Crawford. These dudes is hilarious, man. Dudes is hilarious. I'm gonna start the video off by saying that. I've been saying this for a minute now. Like, don't. So Charlo wants to fight Madrimov, but not Crawford. Man, this is who dudes be jumping up and down for. Man, I don't roll like that, man. That's a fact. Dang. So he'll fight Madrimov, but not Crawford. So I said that'll happen already. Been saying that was gonna happen. That's kind of old news to me. I've been saying that was gonna happen. So somehow, people saying Terrence Crawford ducking. So Terrence Crawford just ducking Charlo. He didn't force Charlo to do this, huh? I guess Terrence Crawford will get blamed for this as well. This is Terrence Crawford's fault. Now Jermell Charlo want to fight the same opponent as him. Bro. I'm not jumping up and down for none of these American fighters. Clown show. Not finna do it. And dudes ain't fight Tim Zoo. And dudes won't fight Tim Zoo though. Well, I'll fight this person, that person, but nah. Yeah, that's hilarious to me. Hilarious. That is super funny to me. That is super funny. Man, they peddling trash now. This the best we got to offer. This is funny. It's funny how people look the other way on certain things. That's why it's not really an argument, man. There's nothing to discuss. There's nothing to discuss. Certain guys like fighting Eastern Europeans, and that's just what it is. And that's all they trying to fight. Or something close to it. Because as soon as he jump on the bandwagon, as far that's crazy to me. And Crawford getting blamed for this. So it's his fault that Charlo want to fight the same guy as him, but he don't want to fight Crawford. I won't fight Crawford, but I'll fight the same guy Crawford want to fight. Man, these dudes is clowns, man. I'm not waving no flag for none of these dudes. That's clown activity. I've been saying that. I ain't subscribed to that stuff a long time ago. I've been out of that. Man, like I said, man, certain people in this in the country of America, you know, people in America is just as fanned out as these other fans. Like people try to say, like, oh yeah, you know, fans in Mexico, you know, they just go for the Mexican fighter. Bro, in America, they worse. Way worse. Way worse. Way worse. They way worse. They picking fighters that got nothing to do with boxing. It's way worse. It's like beyond fanned out. Like in Mexico, they saying, oh yeah, because Eastside Cruz because of what he did in the ring, we're gonna give him credit. But in America, nah. It's too much nut hugging going on in boxing in America. Too much of it going on. It's getting exposed. Looking bad too. Looking bad. Losing all kind of undisputed fights. Talking about how we the best. Man, relax. Them days might be over with in a minute. Charlo still ain't talking about fighting Tim Tszyu. That's how I know everybody. That's why I don't want to talk about nobody about no boxing. Everybody jumped on Tim Tszyu bandwagon just that fast. Last year I was like, hey, Charlo need to fight Tim Tszyu. Oh, Tim Tszyu ain't that good. Everybody jump on Tim Tszyu bandwagon. Now everybody quiet. Oh, I thought he wasn't nobody though. Oh, because of what he did to Fedora and the blood. This dude lost. And they that exposes more. It helped me expose more. That's why I say when I post on videos of Tim Tszyu last year, that was the best thing I ever did in my life. All that stuff I did last year. Because now it's starting to come out. Yeah, Charlo was Tim Tszyu's mandatory. Did we forget about that? Did we forget that Tim Tszyu was Jermell Charlo's mandatory? When people were talking about Tim Tszyu trash, he ain't nobody. Everybody was just telling me a couple of weeks ago, oh, Tim Tszyu trash. I'm like, really? We throwing Tim Tszyu under the bus for Jermell Charlo? But now Tim Tszyu, he bleeds a little bit. Now everybody on the bandwagon now. See how these dudes is? They won't say, oh yeah, you was on that first. Just fanned out, man. People so fanned out, they don't even know they agreeing with you. That's how fanned out some of these people is. They agree with you, be mad and be fanned out. I've been saying Tim Tszyu a dog. I said that a year ago. When everybody's talking about, oh yeah, Tim Tszyu ain't good enough to fight Charlo. Tim Tszyu ain't good enough to fight Charlo. Remember when everybody was saying that? The same fans that's running around talking about some Terrence Crawford ain't good. They the same ones that said Tim Tszyu ain't good enough to fight Charlo. Same guys. They know boxing? Do they know boxing in America? America looking bad, right? I'm gonna be real with you. Them days of me waving the flag, that's over with. That's over with. Because we ain't even got no ammo for me to even send no rounds off. So that's fluff. Dudes around here can't even get in the ring with Tim Tszyu. You Tim Tszyu mandatory. Now let's pass that off to Crawford. Crawford got to fight everybody mandatory. As soon as Crawford get a third mandatory that somebody wanted to fight, they didn't hand Crawford 3 or 4 mandatories. We want you to fight Charlo mandatory, Spence, all these guys. Man, it's getting lame out here. Oh yeah, I was gonna put some information out about that, but you know they wanna spend time talking about. I got some good information coming on that. I might say that for later on. I might just do this for an hour, shut it down. But yeah, yeah, that fight gonna be tomorrow. I'm definitely gonna put some good information about that out before that fight start. But it's kind of a lame kind of argument in America right now. Just to be honest with you. Like Terrence Crawford, he kind of helped expose in how political boxing is over here. Like it's very political the way I'm looking at it. Either it's political or dudes are scared. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I hear a lot of people they don't want to mention. I'm gonna tell you how, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I've lost a lot of respect for boxing fans in America. If you're an American boxing fan, you probably gonna have to prove what kind of knowledge you know from now on for me to have a discussion with you. Because just the stuff I've been hearing lately, it's bogus. It's like fanned out, bro. It's almost like why I don't watch the NBA no more. I don't want to hear about how somebody look good to you. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that kind of behavior. You know what I'm saying? People listen to the commentator too much. Whatever the commentator's saying, that's what these dudes are saying. So I don't like to be around fans like that who just repeat whatever the commentator's saying. They do that in boxing, basketball. You know, they need to hear the sound. Those type of people. Like if you're repeating what the commentators are repeating, you're most likely not on that level. I'm just gonna be 100 with you. And most people do that. If they say somebody's this or that, yeah. It's getting kind of lame right now. It's getting very lame in boxing. Like I said, America has no talent right now. Everybody needs to fight Crawford right now. If you don't fight Crawford, you don't have a real fight in America. That means America don't got no talent, man. It's kind of embarrassing. I don't know if people realize that or not. That's a setback. That's a black eye on the game. Oh yeah, we need just this one fight to happen because we ain't got no talent. Wow. That's not a good thing, man. That's definitely not a good thing. People talk about that like it's just a badge of honor. No, man, that means boxing's trash right now. That's exactly what that means. I don't think people understand that though. Maybe to them, you know, boxing is at a certain level, but nah. Not the way they're trying to make it. Because a lot of things I've been hearing lately, I don't know. It's all new to me, man. What's going on, Thomas? How you doing? You doing all right? Yeah, I had some good information on the Ryan Garcia thing I was gonna talk about this morning, but it's just from what I'm hearing about this Terrence Crawford thing, because it's gonna be a slap in the face for everybody. I'm just exposing a lot of secrets in boxing right now. Yeah, he said that like 3 days ago. Yeah, he just promoting the fight now. But I'm just putting this information out right now because as we're 4 months into 2024 right now. Oh, that's good, man. Thanks for seeing you in here. Thanks for spending your time in here. As we're moving on, a couple of months into 2024, we're only 4 months in. I'm telling you right now, man. I tried to warn everybody last year. America's getting exposed in this boxing thing. It's getting exposed. When you're at the point where you got to throw your own, you got to throw one of your own soldiers under the bus to make the country look good, you're in bad shape. Nobody else doing that. Ain't nobody. Japan's not finna throw anyway under the bus, so they can try to make Nakatani look good. So America's in bad shape right now as far as boxing. Y'all better hope Mike Tyson come back because got nothing else going on right now. You finna have a Canelo card in America full of Mexicans. So, and I'm glad because y'all over here bragging about these two fighters trying to beat up each other. It's getting old, man. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a mean fight. That's gonna be an excellent fight. I feel like Devin Haney's he's pretty mad. Ryan's getting in his head. I'm not gonna lie because I've heard Devin Haney make a couple of comments yesterday. He was like, I don't know how serious Ryan is, and just even to say that, it's kind of like, oh man. Oh no, Mike Tyson, he gonna go in there trying to fight Jake Paul. Jake Paul's gonna try, man. Jake Paul gonna try to get a knockout. Jake Paul gonna try to get a knockout. Yeah, me either, man. It's kind of, but Canelo, but Thomas, this is the thing about it right here. Canelo, he's almost because Mexico, a lot of Mexico doesn't stand Canelo either. You know what I'm saying? The fight actually gonna be free in Mexico, and Canelo, he's trying to butter them up right now, but it's not working. It's not gonna work. They're not. They want to see a good fight. They actually said recently, if it's gonna be a Mexico fight, that him and Munguia better let their hands go. So even if they have the fight, they still might not like how both guys perform. So Canelo's on the hot seat still as far as them. But yeah, man, I hope he stops Ryan. I'm actually hoping that a Ryan stoppage actually happens. I hope he gets stopped. I hope he stops Ryan. I hope he actually does stop him. He seems pretty upset yesterday. He was pretty serious yesterday, but he's pretty mad. Then he seems like he wants some get back from Ryan. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I didn't pick him, but man, if he gets a knockout, Canelo got a rematch clause in there, so we know how that's gonna go. He got a rematch clause in there. The fight gonna be 2 weeks away. Oh, we definitely gonna talk about that fight more, Thomas. I think around next week, we definitely gonna dive into that fight. There's a lot of details coming out of that fight. Canelo wants a trilogy and all kind of different things going on right now in boxing. I'm trying to let everybody know, but the fans, they're okay with it. I hope they're okay with that price. Did you see the price of the how much the fight gonna be? Did y'all see the price of the fight? That fight is $88.99. Whoever paying for that, good luck to you. I'm definitely not paying for that. $88.99? Yeah, he is. Yeah, I think he's been in shape since January. Yeah, McGee gotta let them hands go. Canelo gonna try to go to that body. Yeah, man, I know, man. I be saying that, but then it get close. The hype always get it, man. Man, this fight right here. I'm not gonna lie, the undercard for tomorrow is actually pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was pretty bad, but no, the Ryan and Devin undercard is pretty good. It's actually gonna be a pretty good undercard. It's not gonna be bad. Now that Tyson Fury undercard, uh, if everybody says this Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia undercard is bad, they must haven't seen the Tyson Fury undercard. So I know they got Kovalev on there, but Sergey Kovalev gonna return, and I know they got Jai on there, but that's it. Only got 2 guys on there. Oh, nothing, man. It's just chit chat. It's just nothing but chit chat. It's just nothing but chit chat. Cause I'm gonna tell you why, Grinch. I don't even know why. I can't put that information out there. Grinch, did you hear what we was talking about when we brought that up yesterday? No, I had talked about it yesterday. I don't want to spill too many beans on it, cause that's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, it's a distraction. It's also a distraction from something else too. It's also a distraction from something else. I almost made this live was almost gonna be about Tank Davis too. I'm telling you, Thomas and everybody, this was gonna be a good live. I mean, it's still a good live. I got some information I want to put out there, but I might have to. I don't know. I might have to go live again in a minute or something. I got another topic I need to come up with. I don't want to just put it out as a video because the information's so good. Man, I got some videos on him of him training. I mean, a couple of months ago, he was trying to get ready for February. They were gonna fight on February 17th on that card with Tyson Fury before he got hurt. I don't think he was gonna be ready. His legs was a little stuck in the ground a little bit. But I think he's in better shape right now. He looks very serious about it. You know, that Saudi Arabia money. He definitely trying to get his hands on that Saudi Arabia money. So yeah, he's been working hard. He must have heard a big old number. Cause I think Kovalev only fought like once since the Canelo fight, probably. Hey, Grinch, the video I was gonna put out, man. Woo, bro. Bro, the video I was gonna put out, man. I was gonna do a live. They got that fight tonight, so I don't know. I gotta do it before that fight come on tonight. Cause I think doing it before the fight tomorrow will be pointless. Unless I should do it before the fight tomorrow, but I don't know. I don't think a lot of people will catch it. Unless I do it later on tonight. If I do it later on tonight, probably like late tonight, that'll be decent. I might do it later on tonight. Probably 12 hours from now or something like that. 18 hours. It all depends. Yeah, I definitely had some good information I was gonna drop. Nobody else talking about certain stuff I'm bringing up, so I just try to get to it before and try to push it out as best I can. $35 so loaded, man. Yeah, Tank. I don't know, man. It's hard to see somebody being Tank right now at 35 though. Outside of Shakur, I gotta agree with that. I think Grinch probably agree with that too, but I know we still got Loma down there, man. I'm trying to see what Lomachenko's. Until one of these guys, they got a chance to fight Lomachenko. I think Lomachenko gonna press the gas these next 12 months because he has Navarrete over there still at 35. Got Shakur Stevenson, so he already has 2 belts he can get to pretty easy. Yeah, so Loma has 2 belts he can get to pretty easy if he was to fight Shakur Stevenson or Navarrete. And I don't know if I've heard, man, I don't know. I don't know if guys really want to fight Lomachenko. They'll say it, but it's not really a lot of energy behind it. And then, like Grinch just said earlier, Shakur and Tank Davis are talking to each other. They're not mentioning Lomachenko. Yeah, that's a good comparison. That's an excellent comparison, actually. I don't know how Tank would do with that speed from Lomachenko. That in and out. I had a friend back in the day. He had a style like Tank. He used to have problems with guys like Loma though. Anybody else, he'll have but a Loma type of guy, he'll be like, couldn't deal with that in and out, jittery, twitchy. Yeah. But Shakur Stevenson, yeah, he's definitely yeah, me either. I don't think it'll be so easy, man. That twitchy stuff. Guys like Tank, they don't like that stuff, that twitchiness, the jittery guys, the jitterbug type of guys, they don't like that. Cause even with Kambosos look way different against Teofimo Lopez. That jittery, twitchy style kind of gets those guys like Tank, those guys that like to sit in the same place for a little minute. Cause Tank doesn't move his feet a lot, so him and Teofimo, they don't adjust to that twitchy style good. They'll catch you, but they're gonna take a lot of shots trying to catch you. Twelfth round, but it was a real fight. That wasn't some sparring match. Yeah, Loma. Yeah, that's why I said Loma. I think that time off he was taking, I think that didn't do him good. But he's always in shape though, so it's kind of hard to tell. Like if Loma, fights, everybody's not gonna be around. They've been doing this for years, but they've been trying to build up certain fights, but it don't happen that way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Me too. I agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah, he does. And he never been stopped before. I was thinking about that the other day, Thomas. I was like, wow. I don't know if anybody can stop Loma right now. He ain't never been stopped before. That's kind of what I'm looking at. If I was a guy at 135 right now, I'd be saying, man, let me get in the ring with Loma and try to stop him, be the first one. But people don't take pride in that. So I don't know how much value I want to put in these guys. No, I think no, De Los Santos was gonna look like that in that fight. I'm telling you. De Los Santos did everything I thought he was gonna do. His back is his back is against the wall too, you know what I'm saying? Because if he has another performance like that, that's gonna fall on him. De Los Santos cannot have another performance like that. He cannot. Even Eastside Cruz, I think the day after the fight, when Eastside Cruz said, I would have never done with De Los Santos, that would let my hands go. So that answered all my questions right there. Because when I said that, I was like, man, De Los Santos should have did a lot more. You can't let nobody beat you with a jab. I don't care who you are. A jab, and you got an arsenal. You're a boxer and a power puncher. You're basically a knockout artist. Well, he is a knockout artist, and he can box. Nah, man, can't get beat with a jab. That's why I don't. I mean, it was boring, but he beat the dude with a jab. No man should be boxing his whole life and get into a championship fight and say, "Yeah, man, I lost to a guy with, with a jab." The referee wasn't. And let's be clear, the referee wasn't grabbing or it was a lot of clinching going on. You know what I'm saying? Like the referee wasn't involved. Yeah, Del Santo just didn't make it happen, man. The honest truth, anybody would want to fight like that. With a referee's not involved in the fight. Oh, that's an absolute. That's an amazing opportunity. That's what a lot of people don't understand. The referee wasn't involved in the Tim Tszyu and Fundora fight. That's why his shirt was clear. They wasn't clinching and doing all that. His shirt is pretty much clean. Yeah. One hand? Beat the man with a jab, man. I said around the ninth round, I said, it's boring, but this dude getting beat with a jab. I was like, that's, I'm not a boxing expert. I don't know everything. Uh, I'm not a trainer, but I know when I see a guy get beat with a jab. And for people not to mention that, I don't know if we focus on the inside the ring as much as we should. Man, he didn't have. Oh, you talking about Ortiz? Yeah, I said the same thing, man. Grinch actually saying what I said about that. That was horrible in that fight. He didn't and then Grinch. Well, actually, I will hold on, Grinch. I think the reason they say that though, I'm gonna tell you why they don't say that, Grinch. They don't say that because it was a lot, it was like at least 7 times in that fight where Ortiz, he would stop running around the ring and he would actually just trade with Tiafimo. Like he would trade, exchange punches. And Tiafimo would not, he did not want that smoke. He was not exchanging. I mean, later on he was throwing single shots, but he wasn't throwing combinations. If you look at just Tiafimo, he wasn't throwing combinations. When Ortiz kept stopping and he was throwing combinations with Tiafimo got out of the kitchen. I seen it. I would have been all over Ortiz if he wasn't exchanging, but Ortiz was throwing them hands on him. It looked bad, but he kept stopping. He'll unleash that combination. Tiafimo come in there and get clipped. He was like, "Oh, okay." Tiafimo got out of the way. I was like, "Okay, this not running then." Now it was a little more action than Tiaf. Man, that Shakur fight was horrible. Now we can't compare that fight to anything. I'm talking about both of those guys went throwing a lot of punches. Oh yeah, he was definitely on his bike. Yeah, he didn't want to get clipped. Yeah, Tiafimo, he could have KO'd Ortiz. That's why people ain't really, you know what I'm saying. Oh no, it wasn't enough to win the fight. No, I'm not saying enough to win the fight, but absolutely, he was trading a little bit though. But Ortiz, but y'all got to realize though, Tiafimo jab, he doesn't jab as much anymore. When Tiafimo was fighting Lomachenko, he was jabbing. He doesn't jab anymore. He fights a little bit more like Canelo now. He doesn't like to jab because when he be jabbing, he been getting dropped a lot lately. He don't. He got to get back to throwing that jab and then setting up that right hand. If he doesn't jab and keeps fighting high competition, a lot of these guys gonna keep running around the ring trying to do the same thing. No, I mean Ortiz was moving though. I did say that, but Ortiz was moving though. I'm not gonna lie. He was moving, like, bro. He was doing it laterally, but he was getting out of the way in them later rounds. That's why he didn't win the fight. What's up, Jed? That's why he didn't win them later rounds because Tiafimo was like, I'm just gonna throw the right hand if he don't. But I think Tiafimo had waited too late to be aggressive. If he would have been aggressive early on, like he was later on, it would have been a different fight. He wasn't tired or anything like that. He wasn't out of shape. Yeah, I think his dad needs to just do what Munguia's doing. Like Munguia's getting Freddie Roach, Eric Morales, working with those guys because Munguia been getting better. That's why I think he looked better since that John Ryder fight. He got Freddie Roach in a John Ryder fight. Oh yeah, yeah, he was super cautious. Yeah, me too. Oh yeah, I was impressed with that fight. Yeah, he gonna be better in the next fight. I'm telling you, his next fight he gonna show out. Oh yeah, he was jabbing in the Taylor fight. He was jabbing Taylor, but you gotta understand though. Teofimo was jabbing enough back then to where he beat Lomachenko. You know, to out jab a guy like Lomachenko, it's not the same as he can. Teofimo can out jab Josh Taylor can throw what 20 to 20, 30 jabs around. But with a guy like Loma, you probably got to throw like 50 jabs around. So I think with Loma, he was jabbing a lot more back then. I don't think he's fighting the same way he was when he was fighting Loma though. If he was fighting the same way he was against Lomachenko, he'll be throwing about 50 jabs in a round. He didn't throw that many jabs against Ortiz. He was trying to chase with the power right hand. His dad had said it before he was gonna fight that they wasn't gonna jab as much no more because he didn't want to see him in that Martin fight. He kept getting dropped trying to chase him with that jab and leaning over. And Martin kept turning and just dropping him, turning and dropping him. He ain't really like that, so yeah, he's not confident in it no more. And his dad not really. He doesn't want to figure out why or what he should do as far as I don't know. I think he just get overwhelmed a little bit too much. I think when he was jabbing, like he was against Kambosos, he was chasing a lot, like when he was jabbing. Trying to look for that right hand to come right behind and then somebody to counter after he jabs. There was a lot of times when he was jabbing. He was too close when he was jabbing too. He's still a younger fighter. Teofimo fought Loma at what, 23 years old? So he's definitely still like I probably say if he's probably not in his prime yet, probably just entering his prime. So he definitely gonna have a couple of wrinkles he got to change in his arsenal, but he got some room to improve. Yeah, yeah, I seen that too. Yeah, yeah, he can definitely do that like how Tim used to. Yeah, almost like how Tim used to. Yeah, I can agree with that. That's how Tim used to get a lot of guys volume and conditioning. Hey, I think now with Thomas bringing that up, I think Tim would be more dangerous now than in that era because a lot of guys don't have volume or conditioning like they did 10 years ago. Conditioning is a problem now. Yeah, I know. That's why Tio was coming from the side and he started changing levels. Then he'll come up and start throwing that right hand. When he was doing that, that's when Ortiz was like, oh, okay. He wasn't chasing no more. Yeah, he was just on the prowl like a panther almost. But when he was just walking straight, yeah, that was definitely not the move. And Ortiz had already fought him before. I don't think he's gonna do that next fight though. I think he was trying to go for the knockout a little too much. That's what it really was. I think that was the first fight I actually seen T.O. actually try to focus just on a knockout. Like, I'm just gonna knock him out. That's it. He didn't really throw any combinations like that. Just looking for that right hand. Yeah, Tim would definitely do that today. He'll definitely do that today. I think a lot of guys can do that. I think T.O. got a condition like that. He can out condition guys. I think Crawford can in a way. In a way does that too. Like, mostly he's just cruising the first couple of rounds, and as soon as he see a guy get tired, he got a leash on him. That's one thing I've actually seen him do the best. He'll drain you down before he jabs to the body a lot. Yeah, he's always fighting like that though. It kind of works though. It depends on what style it is. You know, a lot of these guys be patient. I was kind of surprised because Ortiz is usually he didn't fight Lomachenko like that. Oh yeah, Matias does that too. Yeah, Matias does that too. Exactly. And that's a great point. That's a great point. Matias actually does that a lot. I forgot about he does that well too. He's probably the second best at doing that. That's actually the best strategy to go with. Yeah. A lot of these guys, they don't get conditioned, man. They do not get conditioned. That's why they so drained when they try to make weight. They're not even in condition, man. They just trying to make weight. Yeah, I had said it could have went that either way. I had said I think I forgot why I said it wasn't. I think it was for a petty reason, but I forgot why I said I didn't think so. I forget why. I forgot why I said it. But yeah, I thought he got the dub though. No, I actually thought he got the dub. I'm tripping. But it was still close though. Yeah, they do too. Yeah, I've seen Benavidez do that. Tank as well. Yeah, Tank be in shape. That's one thing I gotta give Tank credit about. He's been in shape lately. That's the only standard I've been trying to hold him to lately. I haven't really cared about anything else as far as a jab or anything else. I just been worried about him being in shape and his skill level. He got a lot of competition surrounding him in the next couple of weeks though. Oh my God. This guy's done $1.5 million. That's insane. What an idiot, man. Oh, he can go lose them 3 pounds. He better go run that off. He better go sweat that off in the sauna, man. He can get them 3 pounds off. Ryan ain't been 130. He was 143 last fight. Disgusting. This man ain't trying to. This man ain't trying to win no fight. Yeah, man. The way he had Caleb Plant, you saw how he was going after Caleb Plant that last couple of rounds. I was surprised that he was in shape like that. I'm like, man. I said he's still chasing Caleb Plant. I was like, oh, okay, he got a gas tank. Cause everybody talking about he can't make weight. They talking about, yeah, Benavidez can't make weight. Those days are over. Those days are definitely over. Before, but it wasn't to the point I've seen these guys lately. Not when they're all over the place. Yeah, I know. Hey, from what I heard, hey man, I don't know what the article is. I gotta put the information out. I think Bitter BF just said recently that uh I think he said recently that it's not gonna be good if it go 12 rounds for him. I'm not sure, but I'm like 99% sure he just said that. He said something about Bivol going 12 rounds or the distance or something. And it being good for him or something like that. Oh yeah, he been using that jab. He working on that. He working on it now. I think I had just posted a video of him working on it now. Yeah, him and his dad working on that jab. He definitely gonna jab more. He jabs a lot though. To me, I think Benavidez jabs a lot. Oh yes, Ryan. Yeah, Ryan's going. Ryan and Devin have basically the same body type. So whatever weight class Ryan Garcia gonna be at, most likely Devin gonna be at the same weight class. That's why people don't understand when Devin Haney was like, man, I was getting drained at 135. Ryan Garcia said the same thing. Like, it's kind of hard to stay down there at that weight class. So they're definitely gonna be at 47 soon. I think 47, they'll be at 47 this time next year. I don't know how soon before that, but this time next year they should be at 47. Because man, I don't know if Boot's gonna be able to stay at 47 a long time. He's been at 47 a minute. He's huge too. Yeah, we're gonna see, man. It's you know, him and Bitterbeer and Bibble, they've been explaining, they've been kind of breaking each other down very well. I wish fighters would actually do that. That'll actually make the fight a lot better when you actually tell the truth instead of trying to hype it up. See, Bitterbeer and Bibble, they ain't gotta hype nothing up. And everybody wanna see the fight. They ain't gotta sit around and be like, yeah, he ducking and all that other stuff. They just going about their business, got a loaded car. Everybody wanna see the fight. We gotta pay for it too. Big time pay for it. It's crazy, man. Everybody else paying for these cars. I mean, we the only ones paying for all these cars. I think that car is free outside the US or something like that. Like, man, come on, man. Like what's going on? I don't want to make it about that right now, but jeez. I think they charge the UK too. Said Ryan Craig built these excuses ahead of time. uh, this man's a show. Ryan's a showman. Yeah, his boxing skills are underrated. His inside game is very weak. Yeah, me too. His inside game is very. I think he has another level though. I'm not gonna lie. Like even Bibble said, Bitterbill said that, Bibble has another level he can go to. So I gotta take him on his word with that one. Yeah, I definitely think that's gonna happen. I don't know if it's gonna be a KO, man. This might be the first one. Because we know Bibble got a chin, man. I've definitely noticed that. Bibble does have a chin. Haven't heard anybody say he has a glass chin, so I think Matias said he gonna stay at 40 for his whole career, I think. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think but this is my thing about that though, Thomas. With the thing about Devin Haney and Boots. That can also be true, but Matias was at 140 before Devin Haney was. That kind of confuses me because Matias was at 140 before Devin Haney was, and they never mentioned Matias to fight Jerron Boots Ennis. So obviously they think Matias don't got no chance against Boots. That that's why I don't be bringing his name up like that no more. Cause it's like a guy like Boots, Matias been at 140 for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney just got there, so obviously we don't think Matias is on the same level as Devin Haney. No, not with the level his footwork and everything is. That's why I said it's another level he can go to. It's another level he can go to. To me, in my mind, I feel like Bitterbill is probably his breaking point. He probably know what Bibble's breaking point is. He done been around him a couple of times. Like these guys know each other better than we do. So they definitely know what time it is. Joe Smith. Um, I think Zordo gave him some trouble, but it wasn't the same kind of style as what. Yeah, he said Joe Smith. Yeah, Joe Smith got a lot of power though. Can't lie. Joe Smith got a lot of power. That ain't the same kind of fight as Bitterbeard though. And then especially after how Bitterbeard did Smith, man, it was man. After that KO, I was like, wow. I remember that day I was getting late to the fight. I said, let me turn this Bitterbeard fight on. By the time I turned it on, he already KO'd. I'm like, wow. Like the second round or something like that. That's when I realized then. I said, okay. I think Bitterbeard does have trouble with guys who box, but I don't know if anybody can box for 12 rounds though like that. Because you gotta have your foot on the gas for 12 rounds. Yeah, you see that what I'm saying? Like that's my thing about it. Like that was my topic about the whole video. Right now in America, the only person they actually think has a chance against Boots is Terrence Crawford. And I'm saying a lot of tables gonna turn in a minute. Because everybody can't be the best. That's what we gonna have to realize. I remember 10 years ago when we used to always brag about certain fighters. Even 5 years ago when people were bringing up Lomachenko being pound for pound number one. I said, "Oh, hold on now, you know." Then we had a 23-year-old Teofimo change everybody's mind. So I think a lot of these guys got to prove themselves. I'm not in it. I don't really praise too many young guys like I used to back in the day. You got to be a special young guy. Like everybody think every young guy is doing what Benavidez is doing. Absolutely not. You know, even Bitter Biv will tell Bitter Biv he said to himself, "Yeah, I will fight a Benavidez." Bro, Bitter Biv said he likes Benavidez style. Well, he said he's seen Benavidez fight a little bit, and he doesn't mind fighting him if he comes to 68. I mean, it is what it is. If he comes at 75, if he's at 75, I'm gonna fight him. That's one thing he said. And they asked Bitter Biv about Canelo twice. He said, "No, I don't want to fight him. I don't like his style." So Bitter Biv knows the young guys was actually putting in work, like I do, and yeah, but also Thomas, you got to realize Matias is 32 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like Matias is 32 years old. He's not 31, he's 32. Jerron Ennis is 26 years old. You know what I'm saying? Right now, that's insane. He's been in that weight class for a long time. See, I really break it down on here. Yeah, but Crawford's on pound for pound though. We talking about guys who ain't never been on pound for pound though. We can't compare a guy who been on pound for pound to a guy who ain't never been on pound for pound. And that's a good point too, because Crawford is 10 years older than Boots Ennis. You know what I'm saying? By the time when Crawford was 26 years old, he had kids in elementary school already. Middle school probably. Elementary school. I mean, how long has Crawford been waiting on Boots? You know what I'm saying? Crawford had a family and kids in school by the time he was 26 years old, the age Boots is right now. And another thing too, until people start, and I'm a Jerron Boots Ennis fan. That's why I say a lot of these fighters I'm a fan of. But until Jerron Boots Ennis get in the ring with nobody mentions Jerron Boots Ennis with Tim Tszyu. Can I ask y'all a question? Why does nobody mention Jerron Boots Ennis with Tim Tszyu? Because if Crawford doesn't fight Tim Tszyu, wouldn't you think that the guy that everybody's saying that Crawford should fight take his place and fight Tim Tszyu? Why nobody mentions that fight? And I was saying that a couple of months ago. I was asking for that fight months ago. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of where I'm at with boxing right now. Like I haven't heard anybody mention Boots Ennis with Tim Tszyu. Do people think Tim Tszyu just gonna go away? And then Fedor is the same age as Boots Ennis. I didn't hear about Fedor saying he's gonna retire at 26 years old. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys are the same age, man. It's gonna be trouble on Elm Street in a minute. These guys are close in age now. And then Boots, he's 6 years younger than Matias. And then Matias been at 140 for 10 years. So I gotta figure out, I gotta keep myself, because if I come on here and say, I'm telling you, I'm just gonna destroy my credibility if I try to jump in, throw all my eggs into any fighter's basket. You know what I'm saying? I think fans move a little too fast towards certain fighters. Oh, you good, Jed. I think fans move a little too fast on fighters, because y'all gotta realize, me as a fan right now, I'm just starting to put, and Mexican fans do this as well. They just starting to put Munguia at a level where, okay, Munguia, you should be in championship fights. And look at the guys he had to go to. He had to fight Derevyanchenko recently, John Ryder. Most of these guys don't even have a John Ryder on their resume. Most of these guys don't have a Gabe Rosado on their resume. So we can't have the high standards from Munguia and all these other guys who just got a belt or ain't did nothing. Yeah, you get to fight Canelo and this guy. We just had that happen last year. I just seen everybody do the same thing with Charlo last year. I just heard everybody sit up here and tell me that Charlo ain't getting a shot. He don't get the chance that everybody else getting. They ain't treating him right. He deserved this. He deserved that. He should be on pound for pound. He undisputed. He too big for Crawford at 54. I just heard everybody saying this last year. They just told me last year, Jermell Charlo was too big for Terrence Crawford at 154 pounds. I heard everybody tell me that last year. I said, I want Crawford to fight Charlo at 54. Oh no, Crawford ain't big enough for 54. That's what everybody under the sun said last year. Now we skipped 12 months ahead now. Now everybody want to act like they knew Crawford was ready for 54. No, that ain't gonna happen. No, if you want to shoot me, you got to shoot me in the chest, not in the back. I don't like to be shot in the back. I like to be shot in the chest. Do it like a man. That's how I live when it comes to boxing. You want to shoot me like a man. Shoot me just like a man. Let's go. Oh, they don't want a lot of these fights to happen. They don't want Crawford and Canelo to happen for some reason. I think Crawford was all in on that fight. Canelo was as well. I think something else had happened between that. But that probably could still happen. So I don't know. That possibly could still happen, depending on what Saudi Arabia says. Because Canelo and Crawford, they done been in Saudi Arabia together. So that's another secret everybody don't know. But I'll just throw that out there for now. But a lot of these guys last year, I'm telling you, Tim Tszyu gonna be around. Tim Tszyu got a little brother who's 26 years old, the same age as Jaron Boots Ennis and Fandora. I think he has a fight coming. He might have fought last night. I don't know. Dang, I might have missed this fight, man. I think I'd have missed the fight, man. I think he fought last night. Hold on, man. It's very important right now. Okay, he fights next week. So Tim Tszyu little brother, he fights next week. And shout out to Quattro, man. What's up, Quattro? Tim Tszyu little brother, he fights next week. He's at 54. So I know Jaron Ennis at 147 right now, but I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Jaron Boots Ennis finna be at 54 in a minute. He's gonna be at 54 very soon. He's a very big guy, man. Do y'all see how big he is on this page? He is a very big guy, man. He's a very huge guy. He is huge at 47. Okay. Okay, it's gonna be rough. Yeah, Tim Tszyu, man. Hey, I need somebody to walk down Tim Tszyu. Like I I'm on the Tim Tszyu bandwagon still, and I like Jerron Ennis. I knew Jerron Ennis before I knew Tim Tszyu. But yeah, I need to hear that. Imma tell y'all some secrets too. PBC tried to make Jerron Ennis and Tim Tszyu fight. I said it a couple of months ago. PBC was gonna line up some super fights. I know everybody say PBC ain't putting the fights together. They was gonna line up some super fights. I'ma let the cat out the bag a couple of weeks. I really ain't been saying nothing, but they was trying to get a Barrios fight, a Tim Tszyu fight. It was gonna be a lot of things going on. Y'all gonna see the next couple of weeks. PBC putting together big fights now. And you gotta realize a lot of people leaving PBC as soon as they get in the Amazon deal. So that doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, Thomas. Thomas, you tell them the truth. That's the truth. But you know this too, Thomas. Around 26, that metabolism gonna start slowing down. It's gonna be hard to get that weight off after 26. You know, any man knows that. You know, we all know that. Around 26, it's gonna start slowing down to get that weight off. Starting to get that flab around the waist. It's gonna be hard to get that flab off. But he does make 47 easy right now. Yeah, he's pretty huge right now. He's pretty huge, man. It's gonna be like I said, Tim Tszyu gonna be there. Fundora, like let's just say Crawford. Let's just say Crawford's not existing no more. Let's just say he's not trying to make a big fight. Jerron Ennis still gonna have to fight all these guys. You still got Xander Zayas. We just announced his fight yesterday. 54 is stacked. They got Jesus Ramos at 154. You got Brian Castano still walking around. You got the guy Baccaram who got the 54 belt. You still got, man, it's loaded at 54. You got Virgil Ortiz at 54. 54 is somebody's careers are going to get crushed at 54. It's only 4 belts, and you got Virgil Ortiz, Xander Zayas, Jesus Ramos, Fundora, Tim Tszyu. I don't think Fundora and Tim Tszyu gonna go anywhere. Just because Fundora and Tim Tszyu lose, one of those guys end up losing the rematch. That doesn't help everybody else. That means Fundora or somebody got to come knock your head off. Everybody ready for Boots to jump in the ring with Fundora or Tim Tszyu? That's kind of what I'm getting to, because it's gonna eventually happen. It's only one weight class away, and he doesn't have a lot of matchups right now. It's gonna get rough after a while. That's why I'm not trying to put too much pressure on the brother, because as soon as Terrence Crawford retires, then everybody else gonna be looking at him like, hey, what about the Tim Tszyu fight? And I'm gonna be sitting in the background shaking my head saying, man, I told y'all. Don't push that kid out in the street like that. Hey. Oh yeah, you was a tip top shape. That was just muscle, that the extra 30 pounds, that was just muscle. They call that old man strength. That's the best strength to have right there. You ain't gotta work out for that. Yeah, man, that's the best strength to have. That's how George Foreman used to get them guys. The extra 30 pounds of that old man strength. But no, I don't be trying to put too much pressure on Boots, man. Y'all don't understand, man. These guys, yeah, Teixeira, Lubin. Teixeira's finna fight Xander Zayas. Lubin, 54 is deep, man. Is that the deepest weight class right now? Do y'all think? Is 54 deeper than 40 and 35? I think 40 second place. I think 50. I'm gonna only say 54 because 54 has legit champions. They have legit guys who can be champions. It's at least 7, 8 guys that can be champions. Yeah, the zone got a card on tonight. My bad, Quattro. I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna go live too. My bad. They got a OTX card. People might want to check it out. They got a guy named Brandon Adams. He knocked out Boyacek, the guy who just Boyacek who just knocked out not knocked out, but beat down Brian Mendoza. He's a very good fighter. He was on the Contender thing. He won the Contender. And also he went 12 rounds with Charlo, I think. And he's a 54. He went 12 rounds with 160 Charlo. So he's a very good fighter. Should be a knockout fight. It's gonna be action packed. And it's another guy at 140. Man, they got this guy named Kurt Scobie. He is huge. I'm gonna post it after this, Quattro. Matter of fact, I'm gonna post it now on my phone on the community page. They got a guy named Kurt Scobie. He's a muscular, short, black guy. Man, he's huge at 140. I'm talking about he is huge. He is huge. He looks like a little Brock Lesnar at 140. He is huge. Ex-football player, man, he is huge. He can box too. He didn't beat down a couple of guys. It's definitely gonna be worth a fight if y'all don't watch anything else. Oh yeah, man, you feel better, Jed. You all right? You doing all right, man? Yeah, shout out to Jed too, man. You said you might go live? Oh, I ain't never seen your page. I'm gonna come in there then. If you got a live, I'm gonna go ahead and check out your live later on. That's the name of your page, Electro Jed. Yeah, if you go live, I'll check you out. I listen to everybody live. Yeah, I'll definitely listen to your live later. Oh, cool. All right. I'm gonna subscribe to it. Bet. Yeah, if anybody wanna subscribe to Jed page, his name Electro Jed on his page. Yeah, cool guy. You can definitely subscribe to his page. He know boxing. Featherweight, yeah, featherweight's deep. Featherweight deep. I just need Inouye to hurry up and get in there real quick. Yeah, featherweight deep. That's why I got Inouye number 3. I'm gonna put him at number 2 when he get to featherweight because I don't know. It seems like a lot of respect is not being put on Usyk's name right now. I got like 5 amazing topics I'm supposed to talk about today, but y'all should have seen the stuff I seen this morning. Insane. People don't even think Usyk a top 5 fighter right now. I'm talking about big names. They don't think he's top 5. Yeah, featherweight's a huge division right now. I like featherweight. Featherweight's probably number 3. You think featherweight better than 135? 135 lost. They lost Eastside Cruz and Ortiz. Somebody else left too. I know Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. But they got some young guys in there. That Shushu guy, man. Man, Shushu is amazing. My God, he's amazing. I like the Vargas kids too. I like the Vargas kids. I think they got some power. They can do a lot. They stay in the gym. I like Shushu. I definitely Abdullah Mason. He's amazing too. I think Shushu probably the best competition for a guy like Inouye right now. I think Inouye probably knows that, but because he watches a lot of boxing as well. Inouye watches a lot of boxing. He knows a lot about boxing. He knows a lot. Inouye knows a lot about boxing, man. He's fighting a lot of PBC guys, so he definitely knows what's going on. Yeah, Navarrete, he's actually in a good spot because he want to fight Oh yeah, shout out to PD, man. Sorry about that, PD. Seeing you up in here. Yeah, Navarrete's in a good spot. Yeah, I like what Zepeda doing right now. I think Zepeda gonna go after Lomachenko, but I don't know if Lomachenko wants to. I think that's a mandatory fight, though. I'm not sure. I don't know. No, it's not a mandatory yet because it's not a mandatory yet. But soon, Zepeda gonna try to go after that Lomachenko belt. I think he wants to add some more cash into his pocket before he try to go after somebody like Tank Davis. Yeah, at 135, yeah. Zepeda, Navarrete, Shakur. Yeah, 135 is deep. Man, I forgot. I just forgot about Zepeda that fast. 135 is deep, man. I think 135 is in the middle of yeah, he looks real good. He looks really good. He's getting some guys out of there. Like I don't know who fought Jason Sanchez. I think it was Shushu Carrington, but it was another guy. Him and Abdullah Mason. They was fighting guys that never been stopped before. Good professionals too. No, I think Navarrete is good for 35. He looked like he was a little bit drained the last fight. I think Navarrete growing a lot right now. I think he was a little bit drained that last fight when he fought get Stacy out. He made weight good, but I felt like I don't know. Kind of just caught him off guard. He's not training as hard as he was for this fight as he was the last fight. So I definitely feel like he wanted to move up from 30. He wanted to move up, so I definitely don't think he's too small. His power gets better as he moves up in weight too. Navarrete, we got to watch out for that. Navarrete gets stronger as he moves up in weight. A lot of people don't do that. He's getting stronger, and he's a big guy. Navarrete a tall guy, man. He's not no small guy. Navarrete tall. For 135, he's actually pretty huge still. Yeah, that's gonna be a good fight. I hope Kambosos give us a show, man. He been training hard too. I hope Kambosos trains hard, man. I actually want to see Kambosos and Teofimo fight again. I don't know why. That was an excellent fight, though. That was an excellent fight. That Teofimo and Kambosos, the build up. Yeah, that was a good fight. I like when they have fights like that. I don't mind fights like that being trilogies. I think they're gonna talk about it soon. Eddie Hearn said something about it recently. Yeah, I give him about 2 years. Top Rank got him moving. They moving him fast. Him, the Vargas guys. It's a couple of other guys too. They're moving a couple of Top Rank has some talent right now. With Mexican and American talent, Top Rank loading up right now. I know PBC has like Fandora and Martinez, Ray Martinez, and certain guys like that. But right now, as far as the younger guys, Top Rank's loading up. Their undercards are amazing too. Yeah, he didn't take him serious at all. At all, he didn't take him serious. I think he'll beat him another if he get in the ring with him now. And I also think when he got knocked down early in the fight, I think he started being a little too aggressive, but he was putting some hands on Kambosos. He almost knocked him out. Yeah, he almost knocked Kambosos out at the end of that fight though. That was an excellent fight. Yeah, he was overlooking Kambosos. It was a lot going on too. I think he had just got married. So yeah, it was definitely a lot going on around that time. That was an excellent fight though. One of the best fights I seen around the shutdown. That was definitely one of the best fights. But I think Kambosos, he can have a chance against Lomachenko, but I've never seen him actually box against a guy like Lomachenko. So I don't know. He doesn't move his feet a lot. Yeah, I think Oscar did that on purpose because I think Zepeda would have fought him. That was a while ago too. I think Zepeda would have fought him, but Zepeda actually had turned down Tank Davis because he was talking to Tank Davis for like 6 months. I think they was talking from like September or August until January because during the summer, Teofimo was talking to Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis. But then I think around October or September, Tank Davis had his people had asked Teofimo to get a rehydration clause, and then he said no to that. Teofimo did. Then he went to talk to Ryan Garcia, and he only got offered like 2 or 3 million from Top Rank for the fight. So He turned that down. He said no. And that's when he went and fought Jermaine Ortiz before he called Matias out. And around that time, Zepeda, he was talking to Tank, and then that's when in January, Tank said to what's his name? Eastside Cruz, I don't want to fight you. And I thought that fight was gonna happen next. And he said, I don't want to fight you. So I was like, okay, I'm confused. And that's when Eastside Cruz tried to get the 135 belt that Navarrete is gonna fight for now, but they said he waited too long. And then that's when Zepeda had said to Shakur Stevenson, he's not gonna fight him. He's gonna go after the Maxie Hughes fight. And then the Maxie Hughes fight turns into the Lomachenko fight. And I think Zepeda did that because right now, Oscar De La Hoya just had, and that was ahead of time. Oscar didn't know it, but he just had Zurdo. He just had Zurdo in the championship fight. He got Ryan Garcia in the championship fight this week. Then he has Jose Ramirez and Virgil Ortiz coming back next week. Then he has Jaime Munguia against Canelo in May. So Oscar didn't want to put too much of his top fighters on the line at one time. So he kind of reneged on the Zepeda thing, allegedly. But he kind of pulled Zepeda back, kind of like, nah, let's just go another direction right now because I don't want all my top fighters fighting right now. Because if he would have did that, it would have went bad. Too many top fighters fighting at one time. Oh yeah, it was very serious when he stepped in the ring. Very serious. Yeah, I like Miritai too. I think he's good. I'm glad he didn't go for the knockout in this last fight, actually. He could have, but he looked good in this last fight. I'm glad he did not go for the knockout in this last fight. Yeah, it's more to the story. It's more to the story. That's why I had to break it down. He obviously turned it down, but it was for other reasons. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of guys that been doing that lately because 135 has been deep. It's a lot of different things going on. Some guys are getting paid more for certain fights. They're setting up other things too. Because Oscar, he doesn't know if he's going to go to Saudi Arabia or not. At first, he was like, "No, I'm not going." Then he was saying he might go. I think it's more of a chance he might go now because of some other stuff he's doing. That's why Oscar's so happy right now, man. If you check him out, he's happy. Yeah. He was He was good that night. He was good that night. I think everybody gave Kambosos credit on that fight. I definitely think everybody gave Kambosos credit on that fight. That was a huge upset too. We kind of needed that because we didn't have too many upsets around that time. I think the Wilder fight happened around that time, but other than that, I think the Lomachenko fight was like a year before that between Teofimo. We didn't have too many upsets. Yeah, Bozy Ennis is doing an excellent job. That's what I'm saying. In 2 years from now, I think Jerron Ennis probably beats everybody. Just from the competition he's been around. I'm talking about from like 160 on down. The competition he's been around, different things like that. That's why he needs to be in the ring a lot more activity. But his dad is working with Andy Cruz. Andy Cruz doing an excellent job over there. He looks good. Yeah, he's doing a good job. He doesn't look amateur like, he doesn't fight like an amateur anymore. So Yeah, T.O. Fitz Sr., he's the funniest guy right now. He does an excellent job in the fight, though. They have three different guys talking to Teofimo right now anyways. Sometimes it works out for certain fighters. Sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, his coaching in that fight was hilarious, man. It was like he was funny, man. That dude be really having some one-liners, like he's in a movie. He be serious though. He's definitely a serious guy. I didn't know that Josh Taylor was around Matia's age when I had seen this. That kind of threw me off when I seen that. I was like, wow, Josh Taylor, 33 years old. They said that Yola. That's funny. But yeah, right now, Xander Zayas, he's the number one contender at 54. Number one contender. It's gonna get flooded in that weight class soon. We are so lucky he didn't fight in February, March. I think I seen all I need to see from Xander Zayas. Even though he's like 21, 22, yeah, he's a beast. He is a problem. Yeah, me too. I thought it was too. It caught me off guard. Yeah, Tim Zoo's you just read my mind, Quattro. I'm supposed to have that age up there again. Yeah, Tim Zoo's 29. Oh no, that's wrong. Yeah, he's 29 though, man. These the ages right here. Tim Zoo's little brother, he's 26. Nikita Zoo. He fights just like Tim Zoo. I'm telling you. He fights just like Tim Zoo. He fights just like him. 26 years old. I think last year I had some Australian fans, right? They told me. They was like, yeah, Tim Zoo's brother, he's pretty good, but he's not ready yet. They say he's kind of rusty. You know, he took some time off from boxing. I said, wait till that next fight, yeah. And destroyed the kid. I'm talking about he destroyed the guy. He destroyed him. Fights just like Tim Zoo. He's even a little more aggressive. I know what his mind works like. So, wow. People don't know how deep 154 is, man. Tim Zoo's little brother is 26 years old, and he's a beast. And he's fighting the same guys, he's the same kind of people these other guys fighting. Because as y'all can see, a lot of people didn't think Tim Zoo's resume was good a couple of years ago. Now Tim Zoo, he fought Jeff Horn not too long ago. I think he fought Jeff Horn not too long ago. They've done everything in Australia. You know, most of these guys, they'll fight in their countries for 8 or 9 years, almost 10 years, and then come over to America or to Tim Zoo's been trying to come to America at 26, 27. because he was waiting on Jermell Charlo. But yeah, I understand what Quattro is saying. It is facts. A lot of people are doing that. You can put 30 in there to Quattro, early 30s. To be honest with you, it was mid 30s. Technically, you can put mid 30s. But yeah, Tim Zoo's been waiting on Charlo for 2 or 3 years, so he 26, 27. I think that's about the right time because he was in his country fighting, and yeah, that makes a lot of sense. His little brother actually took time off from fighting. He's only got 8 fights, and he's only been pro since 2022. So he's fought a couple of people, but yeah, he can fight too. They're definitely about their business. It's gonna be a long road as far as all these guys trying to jump into the mix. I actually love it, man. A lot of people gonna have to figure out who their favorite is gonna be. It's gonna be difficult trying to pick a favorite. I wouldn't recommend doing that in this era. I think a lot of guys gonna fight each other, so picking a favorite, that's not really a good thing. It doesn't really show much. Yeah. Oh, my bad, Jed. Yeah, we said that earlier. Hey, man, my bad, man. Yeah, Ryan was 3 pounds over, man. Yeah, I think you was driving around that time. Yeah, you was driving around that time. My bad. I thought you was still in here when we were talking about that. As soon as you got off, that's when Thomas had announced that. Yeah, Thomas was keeping up with it. Shout out to Thomas Morris, man. 500. Insane. Insane. I would have never bet that. I thought he was gonna make it. Ooh. I don't people not really giving Paro a chance like that, you think, from what I'm hearing. What you hearing, Quattro? uh, that's hilarious. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, high as he is, yeah. That is hilarious. Tries. Oh man, that's hilarious. Yeah, he definitely underestimating. They're underestimating Paro from what I heard. And that's not good. I don't want to do that to Matias because I think he can get a late round knockout. I think he actually can get a late round knockout, but man, this is a guy who can knock him out as well. So uh nah, I don't want to do that because if it goes 12 rounds, then everybody gonna say he's not good, he's not a boogeyman. So I'm actually trying to get ahead of that before it could possibly go 12 rounds. Because a lot of guys that Matias have fought, man, they've been making excuses. And I don't think Paro gonna be a guy like that when he lose. So I can see it going 12 rounds. Yeah, he got some decent pop, man. He does. He does. I actually had picked him to stop Montana Love. And I didn't know too much about Liam Paro. But I'm very impressed by Liam. I actually like I think the fighters I bragged about recently was Lemos, Gustavo Lemos. The guy was in the ring with Hitchens. I was bragging about him and Liam Paro this year. As far as like some new fighters I like. But I think around that, I think Liam Paro could do the same kind of thing he did with Hitchens. I mean, not the same type as far as Matias gonna fight that way, but he can kind of put some eyes on him from the fans. Cause I don't think they understand how good he is yet. A lot of fans said he was ducking, so I know they're definitely not expecting what I know. And I was actually talking about Paro after the Matias fight. Cause I think he fought like 2 weeks after Matias fought. Yeah, it had to be like 2 or 3 weeks after that. Yeah, he destroyed him 1 round. Paro been putting guys out too. And he's not really looked at as a knockout guy, but he stops a lot of guys. He stops a lot of people. He stops a lot of people. Yeah, he definitely has a nice resume. Like, what's crazy? I'm glad you said that too, Quattro. I didn't really know much about him besides I don't even know if I had checked out the Brock Jarvis round 1. I don't think I paid too much of that attention before I picked him to beat Montana Love, but you can kind of tell he got some skills though. It's not gonna be an easy fight. I'm definitely glad he's in the fight. Hey Quattro, I got a question too. Would you have rather seen Liam Paro instead of Elvis Rodriguez? I know a lot of people wanted to see Elvis Rodriguez. I thought Liam Paro was actually a better choice. That's the fight I wanted to see. Yeah, he's a monster. That's why a lot of guys is really worried right now. A lot of people they're not trying to get in the ring like that with him. I think a lot of people trying to put it on knockouts though. He can beat you past a knockout. A lot of guys not conditioned like that. It sounds simple, but a lot of these guys can't go 12 rounds, man. Oh yeah. Hey, Jed Quattro was saying what's up to you. Yeah, Jed Quattro was saying what's up. Jed said he in the kitchen, man. He just got off the road. See, Ryan Garcia got us all over the place, Jed. You see what I'm saying? This kid rubbing off on us. See, Ryan Garcia and all this sloppy stuff is just starting to rub off on the fans now. Hey, Jed said when you hungry, man, you can't. Jed said when you hungry, man, you can't really order nothing like that. You can't really request nothing. Yeah. Sometimes you're too hungry to talk, man. Quattro crazy. Yeah. Exactly. Oh yeah, that's the move then. Bet. Yeah. Exactly. See, we would have waited till after weigh in. Ryan Garcia did that before weigh in. That's why everything went wrong. 1.5. He dude's funny. Yeah, man, it's gonna be a good fight, man. I was actually supposed to. I'm gonna try to do another live later on. Um, actually got some good information I want to put out before this Ryan Garcia fight comes, because the information won't be the same if I put it out after. But if I put it out before, it'll actually make for a good conversation. I should first, but I just want to go over this Charlo thing because it kind of connects to everything that's going on. Charlo actually helped, you know what I'm saying? Him and Canelo, they actually helped stack up 68 and 54, holding up all the divisions. They kind of helped stack everything up. So kind of got to thank those guys. Now everybody's in the Royal Rumble. It's definitely gonna be a good fight coming on this weekend. I think it's gonna be entertaining. We can kind of get Ryan Garcia out the way for a couple of months or the rest of the year. But it's gonna start off a lot of fights though. Canelo's coming up soon. Man, these are major fights coming on. Lomachenko. You know, any of these fights with an upset, if any of these guys lose, let's just say a Lomachenko goes in there and slips up, end up losing, or Canelo, that's gonna change everything. I don't even know who's gonna be the guy to that. Yeah, man, that's what I was saying. Jed Morrell was gonna be the and Billy was gonna be the mandatory for Morrell. Now that little intern belt Morrell got, it's gonna go to M Billy. That's why Top Rank has signed M Billy recently. I'm kind of disappointed in that too. I'm not gonna lie, Jed. I don't want to judge him because Morrell has a team around him, and they're not gonna move based off of who he wants to fight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they will, but that's not how the business been going. So, you know what I'm saying? They have matchmakers for that. I think fans think that all these boxers are matchmakers, but Morrell and Billy is actually supposed to be the next fight. So Jed is actually on to something right there. If you go look at everything that's going on, they're in the same sanctioning body. That's why I don't like when Billy said, "Yeah, I'll fight Canelo." I'm like, no, don't fight Canelo. Just fight the next guy. Like he's right. Morrell's right there, and then Morrell said, "I'll fight Canelo." So for those guys to be like number one contenders or belt holders or interim belts, they don't help themselves out trying to fight Canelo. No, they do a weigh in the morning. They actually do a weigh in the morning. They actually do a weigh in the morning. They actually gonna so I'm actually gonna probably come back on live later on for about an hour, 45 minutes or whatever. I just want to report something later on. But if y'all gonna go live or anything, you can let everybody know in the chat. We'll definitely show up. Jed, what time you going live today? Man, Berlanga was actually trying to fight Charlo. Berlanga was trying to fight Jamel Charlo. Man, Jamel Charlo lied to me, man. Jamel Charlo said last year he was gonna leave 54 if he could find better fights. And he doesn't wanna and he was already letting all the belts go. Okay, okay. I'll definitely check you out then. Okay, I'll definitely check you out. So you can go live after the weigh-in. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely check him out. I ain't never been on the his page before. Yeah, that'd be cool. He go live for the zone fight tonight. I'll definitely be in the chat. Yeah, I'll definitely go live for that. I mean, be in the chat for that. I've been going live a lot lately too. I was like, I might just wait until tomorrow. Even though I want to see the fight bad though. Yeah, I gotta put a video up announcing that fight too. It's gonna be a good weekend though, man. I'm definitely glad they got some fights going on. Last year it wasn't like this. I know we had Tank Ryan and Lomachenko and all those fights, but it's not as much as it's gonna be this year. I'll try to find Jed Page real quick. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be on that live. Oh yeah, I see you, Jed. Okay. I got an uncle look like Jed. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna Jed, you going live for that fight tonight? You gonna watch it tonight? At night I might go live. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good card though. It's gonna be a good card, man. I'm gonna try to post it right now. I'm putting it on my page, man. I don't wanna get distracted while I'm on here. Cause I actually I'm gonna just probably go live after Jed. I ain't wanna go live like 3 times a day, but I might do it after the fight tonight or something. I'll figure it out. It might be tomorrow morning. I don't know. That might work out well. Oh yeah, 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 for sure. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna be checking in. Oh yeah, I'm gonna check in on your live while the fight on. I'm gonna go live at the same time, but I'm gonna definitely be in your live supporting. I'm gonna hit the like and everything. Yeah, I ain't never see your channel pop up before. Yeah, only hardcore fans, Quattro. It's a lot of fans becoming hardcore though. Not gonna lie, it's a lot of fans becoming hardcore fans. Kind of treating it like MMA now. Yeah, I might say if I don't go live tonight because I want to show y'all this information, I'm gonna probably put my Discord up too on the community page if y'all wanna join that. But I'm definitely gonna put some information on because when y'all see this, y'all gonna be like, wow. Y'all already seen it, but it's old news, but you're gonna want to see it. Trust me. Yeah, yeah, do it tonight, Jed. That's what I'm saying. I might go live too tonight. Yeah, do it tonight, Jed. Yeah, that'd be a smart idea. If he ain't got nothing to do, I'm gonna be waiting though. I'm gonna see you in the feed, so I'm gonna see you in the feed. So if you do go live, I'm gonna be in there. It depends on how the day going. Shout out to Grinch too, man. Appreciate that, Grinch. Yeah, I'm trying to get the 2K, man. Thank you, Grinch. Me and Grinch being here fighting like cats and dogs, but this is my dog right here. I got love for Grinch. Maybe here every day. Every day, Grinch being here. Yeah, thank you, Grinch. You know I appreciate you, man. Yeah, we definitely. I'm gonna go live, man. Yeah. Well, I might go live. I don't know. See, I know I'm gonna see the fight. I watched the last time. I didn't go live though. No, I did go live the last fight. It was a good fight too. So I can't miss this one. They only have 3 OTX cards this year. So yeah, this is gonna be the second one. I'm gonna definitely watch this. A lot of these guys been going to main event fights or like big cards after leaving Pro Box. I think Morrell's gonna fight a guy who's on Pro Box. All right, shout out to you, Jed, man. All right, man. We're gonna talk to you later, man. Shout out to you and the wife, man. Enjoy. You gonna see me later. Yeah, man. If y'all got a page y'all want me to subscribe to, let me know. I'll be jumping in and y'all but yeah, tonight gonna be a good fight though. I should have put this information out I had already. Ryan Garcia, he got a lot. Hey, one thing about Ryan Garcia that's gonna keep him going for a while now, even if he loses, he got a lot of receipts, man. That's one thing I'm gonna have to show people. Like, people have held on to him for so long. It's like it's gonna be hard to kind of push him away. He gonna have a big fan base after this, anyways, win or lose. It's gonna be a big fan base. I just don't know how big the fight gonna be tomorrow. I just don't know, honestly. There's so much going on. I think it's gonna sell out. I know people say the tickets and everything. Man, no disrespect, but New York, if they still going to the Knicks games and them guys they won championships and forever, they gonna go to a boxing match. That's for sure. You talking about today or tomorrow? Today? Man, I gotta put. I'm trying to put out this Ryan Garcia story, but I don't want to make it as a video, so I'm trying to go live. So if I don't go live either this afternoon, I don't want to go live twice because I'm gonna have to watch that fight later on. So, oh yeah, I'm gonna post that picture right now, Quattro. Yeah, I ain't want to go live twice, but I might have to. I might just save it for tonight or in the morning. But yeah, the fight coming on tonight gonna be good though. That's why I was thinking about it. Quattro know what time it is. I think you seen it last time too, Grinch. The OTX. I know they got Francisco Varane against Angel Ruiz. They got Brandon Adams against Ismail. Hold on. And they got Robert Terry versus Vladimir Hernandez. Oh, that's gonna be next month though. Then they got yeah, this, they got a couple of fights on here, man. Yeah, they're gonna have two big fights coming on tonight. I know this part of a tournament too, so and then the other fights, it's gonna be like 4 or 5 fights on there. It's on the zone. It's on the zone. I'm pull up some stuff right now for you. It's on the zone. I'm gonna post it right now. Yeah, it's gonna be a very good fight. Yeah. It's gonna be good though. They're gonna let them hands go. That's the main event. The undercard decent too though. The undercard is decent. Undercard is very decent. Yeah, this should be a decent fight, man. I hope they put something together. Yeah, it's gonna be an OTX for the zone. It's gonna be a good fight. They had some decent fights on the last one, so it's about the same level as Pro Box. All over. A lot of these guys, they like they've been on undercards and stuff like that, and you know how they do the fights before a guy fights on the main event or a big card. They usually have them fight in different countries or small arenas. So most of these guys come from there. I know a couple of them. Though. I'm familiar with a few of these guys. Yeah, I just posted it just now. Yeah, I'm familiar with a few of these guys. Brandon Adams, that guy fought Boychek. You know Boychek who just beat up Brian Mendoza. Brandon Adams knocked him out, and he went 12 rounds with Charlo, I think. So, and he was on PBC throughout the shutdown and before that. So, yeah, they got some decent guys on these cards. Yeah, it's gonna be a little warm up for tomorrow. It's a decent warm up. Yeah, it's a decent warm up. I think they bring a lot to the table. Cause a lot of these guys they fight for a chance to stay in boxing. If they don't stay in boxing, it's gonna be a wrap for a lot of these guys. So they definitely got to make this happen. It's a tournament too, so that's a good thing. They actually turning all this stuff into a tournament, and it's gonna be on May 19th. They do the next round, May 31st. I'm gonna pull up this picture so everybody can see it. Yeah, it's gonna be a good fight tonight. I've seen a couple of guys get upset on these things, man, trying to play around, thinking that a lot of these guys ain't that good. I've seen a couple of guys get upset, man. That'd be the worst part. Like you see a guy you actually know and then he end up losing. This really goes on your resume. This is a real. They count these fights. A lot of these guys going there thinking it's a joke. Yeah, I've seen a lot of guys' careers go bad. Yeah, that's the card right here. Should be good, man. That guys. I think most of these guys gonna let their hands go. Might be a little sloppy at certain points, but tomorrow, man, right now I got Devin Haney probably 10th round. 10th round, honestly. Because at this point right now, all I see Ryan getting into is a slugging match. And we got to be honest, the closest person that actually got in a slugging match with Devin Haney was Lomachenko. I don't think anybody actually went in there and slugged it out with him. So, I mean, if Ryan going there and throws some blows, he can catch anybody. So Devin will have to slug it out at that point. I think that'll cause a knockout. So if that doesn't happen, it's gonna go distance. But Ryan gonna try to have a knockout in that fight. I don't think he's gonna try to box too much. It's gonna be entertaining though. It's gonna be a lot of brawls going on. Crowd gonna be hype. It's gonna be a lot of exchanges in that fight. And we gotta understand, most of the fights that Devin Haney's in, they're pretty exciting. They're not boring. I've never heard nobody say Devin Haney fights are boring. I think they said it against Kambosos, but I mean he won every round, so of course it's gonna be boring. So I definitely think it's gonna be an all-out brawl. They're gonna try to box a lot, throw jabs, but even tonight, I think it's gonna be a lot of it's gonna be a lot of guys throwing some blows tonight. It's gonna be a brawl tonight, man. I could tell just the way the weekend's going, the way the weather's kind of coming in. Around this time, April, got some of the best fights in history. So a lot of these people been sitting in the house all winter, so they're ready to unleash in the ring. I don't think Ryan gonna let him do that though. I don't think so. I can definitely see that happening, but I don't think Ryan gonna do that though. Ryan might try to bite him or something. He clinch him. Hey, bro, if Devin Haney clinches with Ryan would try to bite him. Something crazy like that. Watch. Barbosa. My bad, man. I'm putting the videos out today. I got 2 of them on my page. I know Scrappy Ramirez on there. Charles Conwell on there. Barbosa's on there. He gonna fight Sean Nuka. And it's somebody else too. I forgot the other guy's name. Dang. I don't know why I'm forgetting the other guy's name. Oh, Darius Fulgham gonna be on there. So they got some names on there. It's a decent card. It's gonna be better than that Tyson Fury card, man. I'm telling you. That Tyson Fury card, it has no names on there. I mean, it does, but Kovalev, man, he hasn't fought in like 2 or 3 years, man. That can't be one of your best fights. Yeah, he has to. It has to be a brawl. Yeah, I know, man. It's been a lot of holding going on lately. Man, it's been a lot of holding going on. Even that's why that Fedor fight showed us there was no holding going on in that fight. Nah, Devin Haney ain't protected. I wouldn't say that. He doesn't hold that much. I've seen some people who hold a lot recently. That hold worse than he does. Yeah, they didn't give Rolly a warning though. They gave him a warning, but it went for that holding. They kind of got that out of there quick. The holding wasn't really a problem. Like Rolly was fighting. Like I'm gonna be honest with y'all, they should have gave that fight wasn't boring enough for it to be a holding call. Like we actually got to figure out like the guys who've actually been holding lately and not been fighting. Like Charlo and Canelo fight. That's probably where you should probably throw in some holding. I think Charlo versus Canelo, it definitely should have been some holding in that. I don't know why fans don't. Yeah, that one. But if y'all look at that Mendoza fight in that fight, Mendoza and what's his name? I forgot the guy's name. Tank was holding against Eastside Cruz. What are we talking about? Tank was holding against Eastside Cruz. Did y'all not see Tank Davis holding against Eastside Cruz? That's not even discussion. Holding? Tank wasn't punching Eastside Cruz. He was holding. They talking about his hand was broke. Man, he had that hand wrapped around Eastside Cruz's arm. Yeah, that's probably man. Come on. All we gotta do is bring up the Tank Davis and Eastside Cruz fight. It's not gonna be popular to say, but yeah, he was holding in that fight. That's protection. And he called Eastside Cruz the start to the fight. Yeah, Tank was holding like hell in that fight. What? Man. Come on. Tank was about to break his arm trying to hold Eastside Cruz, leaning on the ropes. Bro, you know it's crazy when you leaning on the ropes and you grabbing the guy. Your back leaning on the ropes and you grabbing Eastside Cruz and he a late replacement. Oh no. That's why Shakur Stevenson, people got to understand, Shakur Stevenson never had a holding call in the fight. Like if I really break it down, Tank look a little worse in that Eastside Cruz fight because Shakur Stevenson never got a holding call. He never was holding in that fight. He wasn't holding De Los Santos like, oh, you ain't finna do nothing. No, he wasn't holding De Los Santos. That's why De Los Santos gets no credit from me. Nothing. Nah, homie. I seen Fedor not hold Tim Tszyu. I ain't seen Tim Tszyu not punch Fedor, and Fedor is 7 feet tall. So if anybody should have an excuse, it should be Fedor. Tim Tszyu, because he was bleeding, and he's fighting a guy who's like a tarantula. You know, he's 7 feet tall. But now with Haney, I think the holding stuff is kind of overrated. I think the running is kind of overrated because Manny Pacquiao does a lot of moving around the ring, but you wouldn't consider that running though. You know what I'm saying? And he's been walked down by a few guys like Jeff Horn. I wouldn't consider that running. And he's done holding as well. It's you gotta do it smart and calculated. But that Tank Davis versus like Quattro, shout out to Quattro, man. But Tank Davis versus Eastside Cruz, man, come on. Like Tank be really getting the pass, man. Like he ain't jabbing. Tank Davis ain't jabbing enough in no fight to be grabbing nobody. That's what people gotta understand. The only people that should be grabbing guys in a fight is guys who's actually throwing a jab. If you don't have a jab in your arsenal, you shouldn't be grabbing anybody. That should be the standard of any boxing fan. Because if we think about it, Caleb Plant, he jabs a lot. Caleb Plant was throwing a lot of punches against Canelo and Benavidez, but he was also holding a lot. But when you jabbing that much and putting out that much energy, you're gonna end up holding, or you're gonna catch yourself in a position where you gotta hold. So that's why the holding is kind of overrated. Now the running, that's a different story. But the holding, I don't really put too much value in that. And I don't think people care about that because I told people already, you know, if you look at that Tank Davis and Eastside Cruz fight, you can get so many examples out of that fight why certain things just go over people's head. And that fight alone lets you know that, like I said, like robberies, that was considered a robbery, and Tank held in that fight. And people don't really talk about both of those. So it really depends on other things as far as referees help. I'm not gonna lie, Berlanga is a dirty fighter, and I didn't like him, but he's starting to grow on me though. Just because don't nobody else fight dirty no more. You know what I'm saying? These guys, it's hard to fight. You know, these guys nice these days, man. Even though I don't like dirty fighters, sometimes I'm like, man, just I'll put up with it. Like Nick Ball, he's very dirty. Nick Ball, oh my God, he's dirty. Did you see what Nick Ball was doing in the Vargas fight? I actually thought it was gonna be worse than that. Did y'all see Nick Ball versus Vargas versus Ray Vargas? Oh my God, Nick Ball was doing all kind of stuff, grabbing Vargas' arm and turning around. I'm like, Vargas, like, bro, what is he doing? Punching after the bell? That was insane. Yeah, I think Berlanga did a better job that last fight. It was 2 times where I think he got an anger issue, to be honest with you. I think Berlanga got an anger issue. Yeah, Nick Ball always fight like that. He'll grab one arm, punch you with the other one. Yeah, Nick Ball fight like he in the streets. Oh, he was shoulder popping Cruz doing I'm gonna have to go back and watch that fight then. Man, y'all should have heard the news I would have had today. I ain't trying to hold y'all on here too long. Shout out to everybody in the chat too, man. Quattro. Yeah, Quattro, no, I'll be putting my neck out here saying some of this stuff. He know everybody gonna say some of this stuff. Some of this stuff, I'm really pushing the line. Josh Warrington. Yeah, he was doing some stuff that last fight. I actually thought he was winning that last fight too, Quattro. That last fight when he was against Lee Wood, he was actually winning that fight. They got destroyed by the right hand. Lee Wood ain't dropped a guy like that in a minute. I don't know why. For some reason, on these predictions, man, I'd be like, man, if this happens, and then it happened. Yeah, Josh Warrington lost me that fight. No, he's scrappy. No, he's just scrappy. I don't think Benavidez is dirty. No, Benavidez don't fight dirty. He's scrappy. I don't think Benavidez. I don't think Canelo. I don't think Canelo fights dirty. Triple G. I don't think none of those guys fight dirty. I think it's just really guys who be like in street fight mode. Some of these guys, they just know how to fight. Like they'll spar good and train good, but some of these guys fight like they're in the street. I think that's where the dirty thing comes in at. In my mind, though, you know how I think about it? It's not that many dirty fighters. So at this point right now, I just let it go. And then some things that are considered dirty, some people don't consider them dirty. So people don't really call fighters dirty these days too, Quattro. If you know that, us saying that would be considered kind of a new thing these days. Yeah, Vargas almost lost that fight though, messing around with Nick Vargas. I mean, with Nick Ball, trying to grabbing the man's arm. But yeah, Nick Ball always fight like that though. That's why with Ray Ford, hey, he gonna do the same thing he did against Komatov. He gonna walk him down. That's gonna be a good fight. I can't wait till the night though. I definitely can't wait till the night. Yeah, y'all gonna be ready for tomorrow? I'm telling you, the undercard tomorrow is gonna be legit. If y'all don't watch the undercard tomorrow, might miss out on a couple of good knockouts. I thought it was gonna be trash, but I wouldn't tell y'all that if I was lying. It's gonna be better than you think. Barbosa always have a good fight too, so I wouldn't sleep on Barbosa. He's definitely entertaining. Yeah, he wouldn't get no warning. No warning, man. Come on. That's what kind of killed me. I'm like, wow. Then after the fight, complained. Then complained after the fight. Complained after the fight. He complained. I'm like, Nick Ball tripping. Yeah, if a guy's not active, if he's not really punching a lot and just grabbing, because after a couple of rounds, we're gonna be like, all right, man, that's too much holding now. It's been too much holding lately. I'm not gonna lie. So I can't really. I mean, y'all definition of holding, it might be the same as mine. It's been too much holding going on lately, man. Just to be honest with you. Yeah, it's a thin line. I think I kind of the easy way to kind of figure it out is he used that jab though. I don't like the holding he was doing. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't like the holding, but he was punching throughout the fight though. It kind of made that fight unwatchable though. I'm not gonna lie. The holding he did the last couple of rounds, it kind of made that fight unwatchable at the end. I don't want to be disrespectful like that, but it definitely became unwatchable at the end. I was like, ah. Then the referee, he was doing a horrible job. I'm trying to understand it, but yeah, I kind of agree with y'all, both of y'all, on what y'all saying. Because man, some of these fights they're great fights, but these guys taken away from a good fight from holding. Oh yeah, it was a lot of holding going on. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what it is though. As far as the holding, these referees don't break the holds good at all. They don't break when these guys are clinching. They don't break none of the clinches good at all. I'm telling you, that guy that was doing the Mendoza and the Boyachet fight, he didn't even touch those guys. He'll just say break, and that's it. A lot of these referees don't do nothing. They'll just sit there and watch those guys hold for about 5 minutes. They got to match make these referees better too. I think that's a real thing. That should be a real job. Oh yeah, I knew it was gonna be a close fight. I knew it was gonna be a close fight. I knew it was gonna be a close. I knew Lamo was gonna put them things on him. I knew it, bro. I heard Hitchens say a couple of months ago, yeah, Lamos he ain't all that. Then I heard him stay at the press conference. Yeah, he never fought at this level. Like, bro, come on, man. He never fought at this level. What that got to do with you? I mean, that fight can go either way, man. We gonna be saying that. Hey, I'm telling y'all, we gonna be saying that about a lot of fights. It's gonna be like that for a lot of fights. We might be talking about Canelo like that in a couple of weeks. I'm telling you, the month of May, and I'm starting to see right now that people don't want to see Usyk win. I didn't pick Usyk, but yeah, I didn't want to see Usyk win. They don't want to see Usyk win, man. I got a story coming up about that later on, but they definitely don't think Usyk will be able to pull this fight out. I'm kind of surprised by that, but we gonna see. It's crazy. They got Usyk the favorite, but they're talking like he's not even in the fight. But I'm definitely gonna get out of here. I'm gonna talk to you guys later on. I'm gonna be on here probably later on, but I'll let everybody know. I'm gonna try to put some information out about that fight tonight too. Oh yeah, yeah. He earned that last one though. He earned that last one. I can't really say that too though, because the fight that everybody was talking about with Edward Vasquez, when Edward Vasquez lost, I think Edward Vasquez actually fought better against Joe Cordina than he did against Raven Ford. I think he fought a lot better in that Joe Cordina fight than he did against Ray Ford. That's how I knew for sure then they had a robbery. I was like, dang, they robbing people like that. But that last fight Ray Ford had though, yeah, he walked that man down. He earned that victory. Cause I thought Komatov was gonna beat him. He walked him down, stopped them and everything. Yeah, but after nobody, but people said that I thought so too. But people said that Vasquez got schooled by Cordina. After they didn't give Vasquez credit for Cordina, I stopped talking about robberies for real. To be real with you, I stopped talking about robberies after that because I was like, Vasquez getting robbed all the time. Don't nobody care. That's when I knew. Eddie Hearn was looking at him all mean the last fight. And then I heard people getting on there talking about some, oh, you guys always think it's robberies. Because we think Vasquez got robbed, we always think it's robberies. Okay. That kind of but that Cordina fight, I thought Vasquez fought good in that fight though. I don't know what they mean when they say take it away from the champion though, so I don't really understand that. I kind of stay away from stuff like that. That's kind of the excuse they kind of use for Vasquez. Oh, you got to take it away from the champion, or so I don't know. I'm kind of confused on that one. But it was an excellent fight though. I think Ford been taking some hard fights. I definitely feel like, but it's definitely been some close fights. But these last couple of fights though, the way he been walking through guys, because that Komatov guy, it's not gonna be a lot of people that's gonna be able to beat him. I think that division is gonna be lined up very well. I would love to see somebody like Anyway get in the ring with Komatov. I don't know if it's gonna happen because that's next year, but we'll see. Yeah, it's been a lot of but we're gonna see this weekend though, man. That's all I got though. Like and subscribe. Shout out to Quattro Grinch. I'll holler at y'all later on.